Guys, Willie here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're reviewing the all-new 2026 Hyundai Sonata SEL Sport. And for those of you guys who don't know, the Sonata has been Hyundai's midsize sedan since 1985. The 8th generation Sonata that you see here has been with us since 2020. Facelifted pretty drastically for the 2024 model year, and for 2026, Hyundai adds a new blue trim for the hybrid as its new base model for the hybrid, and replaces last year's SEL and SEL convenience trims for the gas model with this SEL Sport that you see here, sitting $1,700 above the base SE, adding black and silver 18-inch wheels, heated mirrors, leather steering wheel, power driver's seat, wireless charging pad, and paddle shifters, as well as an all-wheel drive option, which was not available on the SE. Starting right at $29,000. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So first thing we notice are the flickering LED daytime running lights. Not actually flickering in real life, just where the camera picks up the LEDs, with LED projector headlamps, black headlight housing, and a really nice black contrasted grille with this gray metallic paint color, which I believe is called Transmission Gray. I'll leave a link right over here to show you the exact name of it, with silver badges and a panel housing our advanced safety features. We do not get front parking sensing here on the SEL Sport, with functional airflow in each corner and a solid amount of airflow for the radiator for this 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. The wheel and tire setup with this SEL Sport, we get these black and silver contrasted 18-inch wheels wrapped in Pirelli P0 all-season tires. Dimensions are 235/45 R18. The 45 sidewalls should keep the ride quality nice and plush. May not be quite as plush as the SE, but close enough, and these 235 wide tires shouldn't have any issue putting the power to the ground. I like the subtle silver trim for this faux heat extractor in the upper right part of the fender area, and hopefully you can pick up the sparkles here with this bluish gray metallic paint color. We get a pretty aggressive black contrasted rocker panel side skirt area on the SEL Sport. Smart access for the driver and the front passenger. Two-tone contrasted mirrors with blind spot monitoring on the glass, and their heated outside mirrors. Some silver aluminum trim for the window trim, black pillars, same rear wheel and tire setup. The only difference is a smaller brake caliper. I'll take a step back. Hopefully you guys can pick up the side profile for this 2026 Sonata SEL Sport front-wheel drive. Let's take a quick look at the window sticker, see all the features that we get on this 2026 Sonata SEL Sport. Standard features, pause, take a look. Base price right at $29,000. A few $100 in options, $1,245 for the destination, totaling us out a tick under $31,000. But as you'll see, this is a very well loaded, very spacious, decently performing sedan with almost 30 combined miles per gallon. And pause, take a look at the window sticker if you happen to have missed anything. We mentioned same rear wheel and tire setup with a splash guard, shark fin style antenna, which is black contrasted. The gas cap is push to open, no easy filling. You throw a regular fuel here for the 2.5-liter 4-cylinder. A black contrasted rear bumper, and I like the aluminum contrast for the exhaust tips would be on the end line. This, not being the end line, does not get visible exhaust tips. We get the aluminum Sonata badging, aluminum Hyundai badge, full LED taillights, turn signals, and reverse lights, with a black deck lid spoiler for the SEL Sport. Shout out Crown Hyundai in St. Petersburg, Florida for helping make this review possible, with our exhaust tip in the lower right corner. But speaking of the exhaust tip, let's fire up this naturally aspirated 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine, and here she sounds. All right, guys, that was the sound of the 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine sold by Hyundai for the 2026 Sonata SEL Sport. And it sounds okay, cranking out 191 horsepower, 181 pound-feet of torque, made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission, sending the power to the front wheels, weighing in around 3,300 pounds. You can expect a 0 to 60 time right under 8 seconds, making it a pretty solid performer, averaging almost 30 miles per gallon. The hydraulic struts are appreciated. We can shut this hood right down, take a step back, and walk around this 2026 Sonata SEL Sport one more time. Let's take a step inside and see what we get with one of the best value sedans on the road today starting under 30,000 bucks. With soft touch materials up top and the center, gushy soft armrest, auto one touch windows up front, power windows out rear, aluminum door handle, four-way adjustable mirrors, no Bose premium audio system. We still get 2 speakers on the door panel, the plastic step-in plate. The seats are not leather, but they're very soft cloth fabric with stitching and contrast in the center. Power seat for the SEL Sport, at least for the driver. With lumbar, you can recline, drop, lift, and slide the front seats. But taking a step inside, we can really check it out. So foot on the brake, aluminum engine start stop button, and everything fires right to life. So outside of the seats and audio system, really not a whole lot changes to this interior compared to the N-Line we reviewed in this channel. Pretty thick steering wheel, perfect 10 and 2, just about a perfect 9 and 3, rubberized horn, loud and aggressive horn. We'll do a window check, see if we get dual panes. We get dual panes on a $29,000 base priced SEL Sport. That's a premium touch. Adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, and its adjustments for the infotainment screen with the trip computer, advanced safety screen, tire pressure, and right back where we started, I'll leave it at the tire pressure. Voice commands, AM, FM, Sirius, hang up and answer your phone calls, and you have your favorites. Volume and skip controls, aluminum paddle shifters for the SEL Sport. Stocks have a premium feel, auto headlamps and auto high beams, no auto rain sensing wipers, and no blind spot cameras. Wouldn't be expected at this price point. Tilt and telescoping steering column, turn off the traction control, interior lighting, electronic parking brake, and trunk release. You get stitching for the entire dashboard, very premium touch, and our dual 12.3-inch screens. The gear selector controlling the 8-speed automatic transmission. Backup camera, you got to turn it back, and we get a really high resolution backup camera with guidance lines and trajectory, different views over the top, and a wider view. Throwing it back into park, we return right back to the previous screen and close out of here. We don't get standard navigation, but we get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and hopefully get a good look at the home screen. Aluminum outlined air vents, shortcuts for the infotainment screen, hazards, pretty premium feeling dials, and dual zone automatic front climate control, and touch sensitive for the defrosters and the location of the vents. 2 USB-C ports. You can alternate where the power goes to, 12 volt, 180 watt right next to it, and a wireless phone charging pad with this SEL Sport. Drive mode selector, our drive modes include Sport, My Drive, and Normal. We'll start off in Normal, try out Sport, and just see what the differences are. Auto hold for the electronic parking brake. You can access your camera at all time. Nice storage spot for a phone and wallet, and large cup holders. You're fitting 32-ounce water bottles in both of these. Leather wrapped center console cover. Center console space is large. You're fitting 10 12-ounce cans with no problem. The glove box is damped, not lined felt, but large. You're fitting 20 to 25 license plates. Should easily fit 4 or 5 Harry Potter books and 2 pairs of shoes. We get a pretty thin frame rear view mirror. It's not auto dimming. You got to pull this flappy thing to dim it. Interior lights appear to be LED. They might not be. They have a little bit of a yellow tint to them, and that's about it for the front seat, at least, of this 2026 Hyundai Sonata SEL Sport. Let's take a step out back, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the materials. Move these wheel locks out of the way. With soft touch material up top and in the center, gushy soft armrest, aluminum door handle, single speaker on the door panel, and a little bit of storage underneath. The seats are cloth fabric, just like up front, with stitching, and the padding goes all the way out to the door frame, and the legroom looks large. I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall, sitting behind my seat settings, and I still have about 6-7 inches of knee room. Headroom, got about 1.5 inches of it. So if you're under 6'6", 6'7", you should sit comfortably behind your seat settings in the 2026 Sonata. Unfortunately, unlike the N-Line, we do not get air vents on the SEL Sport. There is something going on under the front seats, but nothing that blows directly into our face. 2 USB-C ports, map pocket behind the passenger seat, center cubby, you got to jab your hand into it, but it's nice soft cloth, and you'll fit 16 to 24 ounce bottles. Interior lights appear to possibly be LED, just like up front, with a hook on both grab handles in the back seat. That's about it for the back seat. Let's check out the cargo space real quick, and then take this 2026 Sonata SEL Sport out for a drive. So next to the backup camera is our button to open up the trunk, and we get a hydraulic assist to it, and the hinges are covered, so you don't have to worry about crushing your cargo if you load it up past that height. But what you see is basically what we get. I'll leave a link right here, show you exactly what the cargo space is. It's a large cargo space, but not a huge improvement compared to the Elantra we just reviewed on this channel. secret storage and see what we got going on underneath these floor mats. And next to our spare tire and fix-a-flat kit, you'll fit a little bit of additional stuff. The latches will fold the seats down in each corner. The wheel wells do protrude a little bit, so you're not going to fit more than a 50, maybe a 55-inch TV through here. But with this large cargo space, you should be able to fit the 50, 55-inch TV without even needing to fold the second row seats down. We can drop the trunk, take a step back, and walk around this 2026 Sonata SEL Sport one more time. And it's a really good looking sedan with a lot of space, very comfortable driving dynamics, and just about every exterior option and feature you could possibly want or need, with the premium wheels, smart access doors, blind spot monitoring, LED projector headlamps with a high and low beam, LED daytime running light, just about everything you could possibly want or need, with the dual 12.3-inch screens inside and enough space for the entire family. Performance-wise though, let's take this 2026 Sonata SEL Sport out for a drive and see what it's got. All right guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2026 Hyundai Sonata SEL Sport. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. My first impressions, we said it with the N-Line, that the steering, although it's super sharp and direct, just doesn't really have a lot of weight to it. The same thing applies here, but here it probably has even less weight, and it feels a little bit less sharp and direct, but still a very good steering rack. This isn't a sports sedan. The N-Line was a sports sedan, but this still feels very nimble, playful, responsive. You can take a step out here, about half throttle. Ooh! Yeah, it gets up and goes really well. We can take a step out here. Turn signal stocks feel very premium. Still in normal mode. Throwing it in a little quicker than we should. Ooh, a little chirp at that speed, but still stayed very, very composed. Basically zero body roll. To try it out in sport mode, see what changes up. Transmission stays the same. Steering does get a little bit heavier, and throttle gets a little bit more responsive. I actually think the difference between normal and sport here with the steering feels a little bit more drastic than it felt in the N-Line, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. We can try one out off the line, see how it puts the power down. Ooh, okay. Brakes, handling. Oh, everything's flying around. But this thing can grip, and it stays surprisingly flat. And this 2.5 liter naturally aspirated four-cylinder feels very strong off the line. The 2.5 is a huge upgrade compared to the 2.0 in the Elantra. Half throttle, well, full throttle. No complaints. Try another one out off the line right over here, and I'll catch right back with you. Off the line on the gas. Whew. Yeah. Try out real world turning radius test. Wow, really sharp. The gas. Only about half throttle. It shoots you pretty high in the rev range when you're in sport mode. We can take it out of sport. Hopefully you guys got a good idea of the performance here. It's pretty good. 0 to 60 under 8 seconds in this segment is a solid time. And with this larger 2-liter four-cylinder and not having some type of turbo, which yes, turbocharged engines oftentimes are faster than naturally aspirated ones. Most of the time, they're faster than naturally aspirated ones. The thing is, with this larger 2.5-liter four-cylinder, the response is just about instant. You lean into this throttle and you're getting power, whereas with a turbo, yes, you might have more power, but you have to wait a little bit longer to get it. So for daily driving, it's not necessarily as quick feeling through the foot. For that reason, I always prefer naturally aspirated engines. Sure, if I'm looking for the best possible 0 to 60, if I'm talking about performance cars, sure, turbos are fine. But if I'm looking to prioritize response and daily drivable feel, this naturally aspirated 2.5-liter four-cylinder just feels better than a smaller turbo 4. And of course, a 2.5-liter turbo out of the N-Line feels significantly stronger than this. I'm comparing it to the 1.6-liter turbo or a lot of 2-liter turbos that we see through some of the competition. I really do think that I prefer this 2.5. Overall, guys, if you're looking for the most comfortable, most feature-packed, best-looking sedan under 30,000 bucks while still doing 0 to 60 in under 8 seconds and achieving almost 30 combined miles per gallon. This is an unbelievable way to go, and I would 100% recommend checking one out. And a big thanks to Brian and the rest of the management and staff here at Crown Hyundai in St. Petersburg, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the St. Petersburg, Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And as for Brian, and a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out, the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.